I'm extremely grateful to this great institution and to be present amongst dignitaries like our Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, Janab Mahmood Ali Saab, Home Minister, Government of Telangana, and other dignitaries present here, my colleague Mr. Gustinoria, Mr. Fayaz Khan, our respected Chairman, Education Department, Secretary Education Department, Madam Vakati Karuna, our MLA, and also the member of the society, Mr. Subhash Reddy, Mr. Venu Vinod, Chairman of the Alumni Committee, and our dear Principal, Dr. Narasimha Reddy. Well, as a President, I would like to salute the founders of this great institution and remember my predecessors of mine, right from Sarvepalli Radhakrishna Garu, Mullapudi Harichandra Prasad Garu, Surendra Reddy Garu, Ranga Rao Garu, and Jagdishwar Reddy Garu, from whom I have learned quite a bit and stand before you as President. Perhaps this generation is over. Next generation, younger generation is going to take over. Change is imminent. Change has to come. Change will come. There is so much to share. At the very outset, I would like to thank and compliment the Principal, Dr. Narasimha Reddy, and his team of teachers, administrative staff, and support staff for making such excellent arrangements for this Global Jubilee celebrations. I have always enjoyed visiting this school. People talk of Begumpet, Hyderabad Public School, Begumpet, which is historic, heritage, built with heritage building, spread over 120 acres of land, and Begumpet and Ramantapur, they are like twins. They really compete with each other academically, professionally, in a healthy manner. So I am proud to stand before you once again to talk about my great institutions. Sir, let me also submit to you, Hyderabad Public School Society doesn't stop at this. We have expanded ourselves in Rayalaseema and Telangana. Kadapa in Rayalaseema and Warangal in Telangana. I am, as President and members of the Society and Managing Committee, we are indeed grateful to the Government of Telangana for giving us 50 acres of land in Warangal, for which we have already paid about 10 crores and odd towards the same, and very shortly we are going to take over the land. And in the next 2 years, sir, we are going to have most beautiful building, perhaps one of the best in the country itself. This is what our dreams are, and I'm sure they'll be fulfilled. Furthermore, I would like to say, 2 years back, when I was invited here to lay foundation stone for the new building wing, which is inaugurated by our Honorable Vice President of India, I'm so happy that the building has come out so very well and being inaugurated with such a distinguished personality, national personality. 50 years back, this was a barren land. What you are seeing as the most beautiful lawns and playgrounds and whatnot. There are boulders and rocks and things like that. Thankfully, the management considered Mr. Subramaniam, the Vice Principal, a maths teacher of Begumpet, Hyderabad Public School, Begumpet, to be posted as principal, first principal of the school. Thanks to his untiring efforts and continuously improving upon its progress, the present status, what Dr. Narasimha Reddy molded this particular institution as what you see, is something really great and beautiful. Well, Dr. Mr. Subramaniam, I must say a small anecdote. Was a maths teacher, he was a very stickler for discipline. He used to sit in vice principal's room and watch who's coming and who's going. With the permission of the concerned person, I would like to share something, that our vice president was punished twice. Not vice president of the society and vice chairman board of governors, Mr. Gustinoria. Please raise your hand, sir. So the result is, now he is the chairman finance, chairman admissions, chairman academics, and so on and so forth, and he's turned out to be a very tough and strict man. We find it very difficult to get some certain things sanctioned for us. So I'm glad. So if a teacher punishes you, be happy that you will be somebody in life. our we have a very strong bonding, progressive, supportive alumni here. You can see our Mr. Venu Vinod, Ashwin and other members are present here, and thanks to their efforts for making this function a great success. They have bigger plans for this great institution, and in fact their support for the Marathon Sports Complex is really memorable, rewarding. HPS is a century-old institution. I don't talk much about its quality, holistic education, man-making education, and our students are brand ambassadors in the world, wherever they are, whichever school they belong to. We have already started our strides from Kadapa. Warangal, very soon we will do that. But we are going to make all the schools. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, every time, whenever I would like to, this is an ocean of information that I have got as a president for the last 40 years. I've been associated, but I have to capsule my talk in about 2 minutes, means it's very challenging for me. But however, I'll carry it out. Further, I do not wish to carry the coals to the new castle, because all our distinguished members on the dais, either they are parents or grandparents or otherwise, so I don't have to talk much about our school. And let me also tell you, most importantly, I'd like to share that your managing committee of the Hyderabad Public School Society and the general body of the society has constituted a committee called Vision Mission Committee, which has gone into every detailed aspect of it, with about 30 strong members coming from diplomats, educationists, doctors, engineers, old students and academicians and so on and so forth, who brainstormed for about 1,000 hours and prepare a document for 2050. For the next 30 years, the future plans are laid down, and we are going to go ahead with that. So I am indeed blessed person to be a president. A lot of initiatives are being taken. And finally, before I close my talk, I know there is a pressure, there is a note also. I would like to advise my young children, students, there is something called Pancha Shuddhi. What is Pancha Shuddhi? Bhava Shuddhi, Vichara Shuddhi, Vak Shuddhi, Atma Shuddhi, Sharira Shuddhi. I don't want to go into the details of explaining all this. Your teachers can explain. Pancha has got tremendous meaning in various aspects in the history and in mythology. Kindly ask your teachers to explain this, and thank you all. And I would like to thank our media friends, and I'd like to also thank all invitees, distinguished teachers and students and everybody. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.